In this video, I'm going to review briefly about the lab activity 2. First of all, I have to preview all the objectives that they have to be done in this lab activity. I'm going to open up my PDF file, and now it says lab activity 2, objective. It says create a LabVIEW virtual instrument to collect and display point by point temperature data. Incorporate LabVIEW express file function. What I can understand from these two sentences that I have to do some type of charts, waveform charts as they called in LabVIEW programming. There are certain stuff that I have to follow, or there are some rubrics that I have to follow in order to accomplish my goal through this lab activity. Of course, these are the materials used in this experiment, which they are the sensor DAC USB cable, LabVIEW, and the vernier stainless steel temperature probe. Now I'm gonna switch to my Windows XP, and here we go. Now I have these two views, the front panel and the block diagram. Let's start off with this view. So let's see. What we can see as consumers to this program is the chart and also the thermometer. So, as I said in the last video, thermometer will act as an indicator. On the other hand, we have an input here which we can change. Let's switch back to the block diagram. So first of all, we have to insert the sensor DAC analog palette. The problem is this is an evaluation software. I cannot edit anything that has been submitted in the class, so I'm just gonna say it in the video without doing or applying it to the program. After inserting the analog palette that is associated with the sensor DAC, we have to change the samples per second and the length. Samples per second have to be 30 samples per second. On the other hand, you can change the length to any time you want. So, we have to connect the channel to auto ID to the waveform chart and the thermometer because they're gonna act in the same time. On the other hand, the thermometer will act as an input if we don't run the system, but it will change the readings as we just move the sensor. It will detect a variety of values of temperature. I had a mistake. This is not an input. This is just to indicate the temperature. Now, if we just scroll down right on the page, we're just gonna find a strange shape here. So we're gonna ask ourselves, what does this thing do and what does this big block do? So the first thing I have to say, we have to make a connection out of the loop, and loop is a must in any program to run in a correct way. And this little thing is working as a conditioner, let's say. It detects, it receives the huge variety of values, and it passes through this, what it called this shape, which is an array. And it condenses all the values into small values that the right to measurement file can understand and plot on the graph. Now you can see the technique that this program does. It just sends out the signals that the thermometer received through the sensor that we have, which is the sensor probe, temperature sensor probe, and it sends it out as values through this array. And this array converts those values or condense all those values so the Riot to Measurement file block can understand and manipulate it, to plot it on the graph. Well, some say what we're going to use this graph for, there are many things that we can use this graph for, is like to study the change in temperature in a room, in a place, or whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question regarding this video, just contact us through the email that it is in the description bar below. So we're gonna keep on doing those videos until we finish this term, and I hope you that enjoy this video. So see ya.